IDubbbz talking about immigrants. Are you scared of immigrants? I don't know. Should I be scared of immigrants? Well, I'm an immigrant. I've been around a lot of immigrants. I think immigrants are pretty cool. I don't really have much of a problem with immigrants. Most of the friends that I know are all fucking immigrants. Okay, Romanians, they were immigrants. A bunch of Arab immigrants that I used to hang around with when I was back in the day when I was a kid. Obviously, they're all immigrants. I think I think it's safe to say that probably 2/3 of the people that I know are fucking immigrants. I guess that's what I guess that, listen, immigrant privilege, you tend to know about a bunch of fucking immigrants, I suppose. But I think what IDubbbz is basically saying here is he's basically going into this sort of idea of like all these people who are seemingly like afraid of immigrants for some fucking reason, and it's like a bunch of travel vloggers who just do the subtle pushes of far right propaganda, because that's what it actually is all about, right? So what we have here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of IDubbbz Complains. I am coming to you live from Barcelona, Spain. If you guys aren't familiar with Barcelona, I recommend you keep your eyes on them, because they're looking like a pretty hot team this year. Well, I know the season's coming to a close, but let's just say that some of my boys on the inside have told me that they have been taking steroids, which is going to improve their soccer performance. Today's episode of IDubbbz Complains is all about immigration and xenophobia and racism and TikTok and the TikTokification of xenophobia. The interest in this topic was spurred on from a guy named Kurt Kaz. Now, this guy Kurt Kaz, he is a travel vlogger. So you would think with all the traveling around the world, that would really open your mind to...
So also, yeah, by the way, when you said travel to India, it popped up immediately. Boy, it's Vinny.
different cultures, different ways of life, and how we're all just people trying to live. But unfortunately, he's a great example of how you can travel the world, and as long as your mind is fucking closed, everything you see is just going to confirm your biases.
Look at this. Look at the states of the city. This is wrong, guys. This looks like in Bangladesh or something. Look at this, guys.
Oh no, it's a farmer's market, and there's some brown people in there. Oh no! It's Bangladesh, basically. Whoa, there's some brown people in a part of Rome? How big is Rome? I'm curious. How big is Rome? Sure, fuck it. That's pretty big, right? You know? About the size of the part of New York. Okay, strange. Does this dumbass not know that cities are split between, like, certain parts of the districts of the city are split between different populations, right? As like a byproduct of like, well, this is more of like an American thing, but every fucking city has like a little Italy, a little China, a little Armenia, a little whatever the fuck. And they're typically just a bunch of enclaves of immigrants that congregate in those particular parts of the fucking city, but they're still all like broadly integrated with the fucking city. Like, is this like a really common thing that happens? Like, what's going on here? Or like, it's not like little China, Chinatown, Koreatown, you know, little Italy, little Armenia. How many of these fucking goddamn particular fucking enclaves exist within cities? This is just a very common thing, because going to cities is highly desirable, especially like really, really big Western cities, because typically that means they can get better jobs in comparison to jobs that they can find in their more, well, for lack of a better term, shittier fucking economies. They can have like a good living. That's the kind of how it works.
What do you mean, or something? I would like to hear more, but you're just saying it looks like Bangladesh. Is that because there's people from Bangladesh here, or are you just assuming where people are from? There's a lot of people with brown skin in the world, and they don't all come from Bangladesh. I don't know, do they have fresh fruit and vegetables in Bangladesh? I mean, that's one indication it might look like Bangladesh. I've seen this guy's videos, by the way. He goes to Bangladesh. He's gone to a random farmer's market where the population of immigrants is a bit higher than other places in the city, and he's saying, yeah, we're in fucking Bangladesh. Look.
Well, that's, that makes so crazy, huh? So it's the exact same thing that I said. Oh, he's in a particular part of the district of the city of Rome where there's more immigrants there. Huh? Crazy. And this guy is shocked Pikachu facing, saying like, why is there so many fucking brown people here? You're in one of the immigrant parts of the fucking city, man. Like, so there's going to be more immigrants. Shocker, I know.
Look at the states of this place.
You mind telling us what the state is?
Look at the states of the city. Look at the states of this place. Look.
I mean, there's like some graffiti, I guess, on the walls. There's like some dude sitting on a curb. Okay, whatever. I mean, by the way, while he was like walking around filming, there were some fucking white people in there as well. Like, again, what this guy obviously wants is he just wants a fucking white ethno state. Like that's it. I think IDubbbz even says to himself that this is like a white South African dude, I think with like a company called Conquest. So not being very subtle there, my man. White fucking white Afrikaner going around complaining about fucking brown people within an immigrant part of the city. Because again, like, you're going into an immigrant part of the city. It makes sense that you're going to see a bunch of fucking immigrants there, because that's like the area that they congregate. Like, what? Like, there's probably parts of Rome where there's more Italians. There's probably parts of Rome where there's a bunch of more, like, Indian people. Probably more Europeans there as well. You just went to one particular part of the city, and you're using it to fucking, like IDubbbz said, confirm your fucking biases. Because the dude's just a fucking racist. That's all there is to it.
Look at this, guys. Look at this.
But I don't know what the state is. I need you, the vlogger, to tell me what the state is.
Look at this, guys. This is Rome. This is Europe. Does this look like Europe to you?
Well, he's not gonna fucking ever express that, because if he actually says what the state, like, expresses what the state is, right? I know IDubbbz is asking that fucking rhetorically, but I'm just gonna fucking say it. I don't give a shit. If he were to fucking express that, more than likely what would happen is he would get hit with the TOS violation and probably be thrown off the fucking platform. Probably. Listen, I know how aggressive fucking TikTok's TOS is, right? His problem is the fact that there's a bunch of brown people in a European city. That's what his issue is. Even though there's, like, a lot of complicated reasonings for as to why there's probably a bunch of brown people in a European city that's supposed to be reserved for whites. These cities are only supposed to be for whites, not for these dirty browns. But I've said this before, but this is a common thing that happens in every fucking goddamn city. They're gonna have enclaves of people who move into that fucking city and congregate in those fucking areas, and there's going to be, like, Chinatowns and shit, like, sort of erected around that as they have local businesses, shops, and restaurants based off of their fucking people's culture. If we want to talk about how, like, a culture of a particular city gets expressed, that's how it gets fucking expressed. Not through all this, like, stupid fucking homogeneous fucking nonsense. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I can't believe there's all these motherfucking South Africans in Rome. That's true, Alex. I agree.
Yes, it looks like Europe to me. What the fuck else are we supposed to gather from this video? It's like this guy, this is so obnoxious. A lot of these guys that we're gonna look at, they have an idea in their head of what European culture is. Their idea of these things is like a caricature. It is like a postcard. It is not like what they're actually experiencing on a daily basis. What are these people doing on a regular basis? Selling and buying a bunch of produce in a market. And he's saying, this isn't Europe. I'm not seeing any white cheese vendors. This is nothing like Europe. This is nothing like Rome.
I don't see a single Italian here, guys. I'm more Italian than any.
It's really funny that he's saying this. I am more Italian than any of these people. Buddy, you're in a migrant part of the fucking city. It makes sense there's probably not going to be as many Italians there, because a lot of immigrants went there. A lot of them move into there. And there's probably some Italians in there. There was, like, some fucking white people while you were panning with their fucking camera there who are probably Italians. This is so fucking stupid. The point of this is just confirming his fucking biases. Yeah, this guy's not even Italian, and he's trying to say he's more Italian. Buddy, you're an Afrikaner, okay? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Any of these people. Look at this.
I don't see a single Italian here.
I don't see a single Italian here, guys. I'm more Italian than any of these people.
Not the Luigi
What the fuck are they?
challenge.
What the fuck are these people living in Italy? What does an Italian look like? You don't see an Italian? What are they gonna wear, a name tag? Yeah, my name's Riccardo, the Italian. Maybe instead of saying I don't see any Italians here, you can fucking ask any of these people who are most certainly Italian. Ask them if they're Italian. I might not look like Mario, but I'm Italian. I know, it's hard to believe.
I'm more Italian than any of these people.
That's true.
By the way, guys, his clothing brand is called Conquest. He's a white South African making travel vlogs that are vaguely xenophobic, and his clothing brand is called Conquest. We gotta retire one of those things, at least. I would recommend the xenophobic part, but you could also change the Conquest part as well. You know, at least one.
Saying that the streets are dangerous. Okay?
Wait, he found a white... Wait, that's a white Italian. He found one, guys. Whoa. And also is, like, fucking racist like him. That's a very... that seems pretty fucking convenient that this dude with his Conquest fucking goddamn clothing line is running around and he found, like, the one like-minded white Italian guy. Oh, that's very interesting. Listen, this guy would probably lose his fucking mind if he were to go to fucking South Italy, okay? Just how many fucking super brown-skinned motherfuckers are down there in like, parts of fucking Sicily. This guy would fucking lose his fucking shit. Be like, you guys, your skin is so brown. What the fuck? But you're speaking Italian and you guys are Italian. That doesn't make any sense to me. Whoa. Stupid. Guys, it's almost as if, like, skin color has nothing to do with the particular ethnicity that you are. If you've lived in that fucking country and you have citizenship in that fucking country, you become a citizen of that fucking country. That's how that works. It's really fucking stupid. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Yeah, the white Italians were the ones who strung Mussolini up. That's true.
Machete. Look at all these guys.
Machetes.
Look at all the shit on the floor. And here they are, just loitering. Very dangerous, he's saying.
Oh no, there's some dudes loitering and there's like shit on the... Bro, have you never been to a fucking European city before? Oh no, what, there's a bunch of cigarette butts on the fucking goddamn sidewalk? Welcome to fucking Europe, you dumbass. I thought you were from fucking South Africa. What, are you at, like, from one of the most ritzy, clean, rich parts of fucking South Africa? Where they always constantly clean every single fucking cigarette butt off of the fucking floor? Like, what the fuck is... I thought you guys were, like, European or something. In Africa. Oh, it's a little weird, huh? Interesting. Oh. No, he's just saying this stuff because he's a fucking racist. Like, that's all there is to it.
So this is part of the video where they really up the levels.
Wait, they definitely gang up on me? What? They will definitely gang up on me for sure. Why would they do that? Like, I listen, hey, 3IQ dipshit, you know, who speaks Italian, who seems to be apparently from this part of the fucking city, who seems to just be very conveniently like-minded with the dude with the fucking goddamn Conquest merch on. Why would they gang up on you? Unless you were just being like a stupid, moronic, belligerent dumbass. Like, they're probably not going to do anything to you. They're not really going to give a shit because, again, they just want to go to the farmer's market, do day fucking grocery shopping, pick up day produce, or sell day fucking produce, and just move on with their lives. Just live like a normal life. What, like, huh? Like, it's just like, this is what I fucking mean. The point of, like, again, these fucking videos is all about just confirmation of these, like, complete, utter morons fucking bias. That is the point of them saying and doing all the stupid, idiotic shit they're saying. It's just like, brother, what? Why would they do anything? They're normal and they're human like you. Like, they're not going to do anything to you. You know what? Maybe this guy should spend some time in, like, I don't know, like, parts of China that are more like ethno-nationalist, you know? Or like, how about spending some time in, like, I don't know, like India, in the more sort of like, maybe not far right parts, like the more sort of like ethno-nationalistic sort of like Indians being like, huh, what the fuck are you people doing here? Get the fuck out of our country. What? You're not fucking like, you're not Indian. What is this? I'm like imagining like an Indian travel vlogger just like walking around like some farmer's market in like a more white part of like what Rome now, saying like, bro, what is this? What's this? Bro, what is this? This doesn't look like India at all. Wait, what's going on here? Man, this is kind of fucking weird. Fucked up and crazy. Like, what's going on here? Like, how would these motherfuckers feel about that? They probably would be very offended. Incredulously so.
So this is part of the video where they really up the levels of propaganda. They start you off softly implying by just showing you, like, this isn't like the postcards of Europe that you see. You guys have heard of Rome in your history class. You never saw pictures like this. You saw beautiful things like the Colosseum, but now you have to see immigrants. And then you get to this guy who's like, all right, now that I've primed you, I'm going to tell you how dangerous this street is that's adjacent to the farmer's market. Never mind the fact that none of you have any idea what this market is, what this street is. He's just going to act like he's an authority on the matter and vaguely imply that it's an immigrant problem and not a poverty problem. By the way, when I was editing this, I found the rest of this clip.
Whoa, IDubbbz hitting it on the fucking head. Exactly. The same shit that I would have said. Whoa, crazy. Immigrants that move to a new country typically tend to be more impoverished and disenfranchised by the majority populace in that fucking country. Oh, shocker.
Clip. He ends up leaving the marketplace and they go to some random public area and harass some people who are just minding their own business, talking about how he's from Europe and he's more Italian than these people. I think he mentions Africa at one point.
That is so fucking weird, bro. Again, it's the fucking dumb fuck xenophobic nationalism bit. That's like the whole point of this.
We're in Europe. We're not in Africa. Okay, this is my country.
It's not his country. He's from South Africa. He's an Afrikaner. It's just not. It's not his country. He's lying.
Yeah, Europe. Are you from Europe? I'm from Europe.
He's in South
no,
Africa.
Europe is being overrun. Someone save Europe. Now, these videos themselves are very bad, but when you go into the comment section, you realize how many people these bad ideas are attracting. Samantha says, import third world, get third world. Well, these are not...
Dude, oh my god, holy shit. The people who fucking say this are so fucking mind-numbingly fucking stupid, okay? Like, if a bunch of migrants are coming over to your fucking country, it's not people importing the third world. They went through a fucking process and they were allowed to fucking come into the fucking country. That's how that fucking works. It's not their fault, generally speaking, that they get fucking systemically disenfranchised by the majority fucking populace within that country as a part of a reactionary fucking backlash. It's so fucking stupid, okay? Because, again, the problem is with austerity and fucking poverty, not with the fact that migrants are coming in. It's just incredibly fucking stupid.
Not imports. These are human beings. But if you're referring to, there being a farmer's market, that's kind of a first world thing. That's just called a regular market everywhere else. So yeah, you're wrong and you're also stupid. This is what the liberals want in America. Yeah, and they're getting it. They're getting their farmers markets and they're loving their farmers markets. Thank you for making this content and hopefully waking up the European people. Oh yeah, this is something that you're gonna see a lot. Is people just sort of, when it benefits them, they will invoke the continent of Europe, and when it doesn't benefit them, they'll be very specific and say, oh, this is a real problem in the UK. This is a real problem.
Oh, IDubbbz is hitting the fucking nail on the head with that one. Yeah, these motherfuckers do that shit all the fucking time. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, no, we can like outline actual policies and reasons for as to why that these problems are existing in these particular fucking countries. No, it's not because of people fucking immigrating into the country. It's just stupid. It's stupid. It's just dumb. These people are just fucking idiot fucking racists.
Problem in Rome. Europe is finished. Rome has fallen again. Oh man, yeah, farmers markets will be the end of Rome. This is what America would be if Trump didn't put a stop to it. Yeah, and how's that working out? Import third world, become third world. I don't like. I just came back from Rome, and yes, it was bad. Scammers and graffiti everywhere. I'm not even Italian, and it makes me sad. Well, don't let your racism affect you too much. For all you know, the Italians are loving it. This looks like Toronto as well. Unfortunately, same in the UK, even worse. R.I.P. Europe and UK. They're
too many
ruining
browns
the UK right now. Oh my God, we finally found a sensible comment. Every city, state, country has its international sections, i.e., Chinatown, Japantown, Little Armenia, etc. There's nothing wrong with diversity. You happen to be in an international flea market.
Oh, hey, that's the same stuff I said. Oh, crazy. Whoa. He happened to be in a fucking goddamn part of the fucking goddamn city where there's a lot more fucking immigrants congregating. Oh, crazy. Whoa. He's in it. What? You happen to be at an international flea market. Huh. Crazy. Notice how it's called an international flea market, implying that a lot of people from different fucking backgrounds are going to be there in order to buy stuff. Oh, crazy. And he wants to do the whole stupid conflation about, this is what Rome looks like. Nah, it's just like, dog, you're looking at one part of the fucking city. Not honest.
This is Rome is a false statement. It's just a block, not the state of the city. Okay, shout out Jack, the man. You just brought the heat. They turn every place they go into the place that they left. I think some people have a selfish mindset in thinking that because they themselves wouldn't leave the country that they were born in or have become accustomed to, that other people wouldn't do that. And if they are doing that, they're doing it for like sinister reasons. It's just like a basic human thought to be like, I want to bring some of my culture into the place that I'm traveling to, that I'm now going to start my new life in. And of course, it's going to be these places that are desirable to go to and that are very
well. To add actually to IDubbbz's point here, the reason why a lot of people migrated to fucking Italy specifically from Africa is because they've been running away from fucking civil wars. And some of the fucking boats that they took in order to get to Europe to, claim fucking asylum for safety purposes. Again, like, we've seen this before, but there's like Giorgia Meloni migrant ships. Migrant boats here. Well, crazy. Italy faces big setback over migrant camps in Albania. Whoa, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's 5-year deal to send migrants rescued at sea to camps in Albania for processing has been dealt a significant blow by the courts, only days after the first arrivals. This has been something that's been going on since 2024. It's been going on fucking earlier. Basically, the Italian Coast Guard will go onto these makeshift boats that, I don't know if it's very often sink, but they will fucking sink in the fucking Mediterranean, and these people will start dying and fucking drowning in the goddamn ocean. There's a bunch of boats and humanitarian aid organizations that also find these fucking migrant boats that are trying to run away from African countries that are experiencing civil fucking war because of a lot of instability from, whoa, crazy, a lot of Western colonialism and imperialism. Wild, I know. I think that happens all the fucking time. Giorgia Meloni would send the Coast Guard to basically, like, detain these fucking boats and try to, get rid of these fucking goddamn migrants. Or she'll just, put them in hold fucking somewhere. Generally speaking, that's what she would do. So, again, this is a thing that has been commonly fucking happening. Meanwhile, a lot of people get into fucking rickety boats, travel to, fucking Tunisia in order to get into those boats to try to get into fucking Italy, to get into Europe, to try to get a better fucking lives for themselves. Because, again, hey, I know that conservatives don't understand this fucking concept, but it's a pretty fucking simple one. If you do not want migrants who are coming in from fucking destabilized countries, you don't want them to fucking come in, you should help out those countries. Make them a safe place for them to stay in. If you don't want all these migrants to come in. As they say, a rising tide raises all ships. My friend has a coworker that's Bulgarian, lived in Britain for a while before coming to the US, and he was saying shit like this. Like, you won't find British people in London anymore, and my friend was there, was like, because you were there. That's pretty funny. A lot of Punjabis went to Italy because of Indira Gandhi's anti-Sikh emergency, as well as Italy's need for more dairy farmers. I wonder why a lot of these Western fucking countries tend to want a lot of fucking goddamn migrants to come in. Oh, because they want them to work particular agricultural jobs. Same fucking thing happens in America with a lot of, well, Hispanic people from fucking Latin America, Central and South America coming in order to do fucking agricultural work within the United States of America. Crazy.
Very multicultural. There's a reason why people are referencing Canada and the UK. It's because people who are immigrating to these countries like these countries. They like that their culture is either already kind of established there, and there are foods and routines and places to go and people to meet that are going to allow them to integrate better into the society. Okay, we got another comment. It says,
that's also a very good point there by IDubbbz. Yes. Whoa. People want to go to multicultural fucking countries because they know that people of their culture, of their nation are already there. So it'll be easier for them to integrate into that society. There's already statistics about this, but generally speaking, a lot of first-generation migrants integrate, broadly speaking, very easily into the places that they come into. There are cases where they don't integrate as well, obviously. People are fucking people, and they are experiencing certain things differently. Duh, obviously. But generally speaking, a lot of people after the fucking second generation migrants that are born within the country that they immigrated to integrate perfectly fucking fine with the fucking society that they were fucking born in. It's not a problem about fucking integration or whatever, or the migrants coming in. The issue is the fact that, honestly, it's mostly fucking austerity politics that cause problems for these people. It's an economics issue. It's not a fucking migrant issue. But a lot of these fucking schizophrenic freaks, specifically in like TikTok comments and like far right fucking morons and dipshits, will take advantage of that in order to scapegoat a problem, that they know probably exists, that being economic issues because of concentrations of wealth and power in the hands of fewer and fewer and fewer people. Well, crazy, will scapegoat it to those who do not have as much of a voice, that being migrants.
the world is getting pretty racist, and this person responds with, you can't go into a new country and overtake it like this. You assimilate into their culture. They're also ruining property, so in no way is it racist. It's a pattern. After watching...
Like, what property are they fucking ruining? Like, what, they sprayed a little fucking graffiti? Do you even know if it's them that sprayed the fucking graffiti? Like, how do you know? Migrants cause and do less crime in comparison to naturalized born citizens. The crazy doing, like, you can look up the fucking statistics on this. It's true. It's fucking stupid.
Watching that video, a little while later, I started getting more content that was adjacent to that, this time in the form of Robin bagpipes.
Normalize spreading European culture with some, like, loser twink, Scottish twink, walking around playing bagpipes. Oh boy.
Of European culture. I will not show embarrassment around European culture, and I will continue to spread European culture.
You might be taking a lot of credit here by saying that you're spreading European culture. You'll notice that a lot of people going into the UK and a lot of Mexicans going into the US, they're...
Also, I didn't know that European culture is just a random fucking dumb fucking ginger twink walking around in a skirt playing the day bagpipes or some shit. I didn't know that was all European culture. Huh. I wonder what they mean by European culture. I wonder why he's saying specifically only European culture. Makes you think, doesn't it?
They're not doing this shit. They're literally just living their lives. And I think a lot of people, like Robin bagpipes perhaps, see, I don't know, Muslim people wearing hijabs or Indian culture being expressed or any of these like foreign cultures and religious traditions, and they think to themselves, oh, this is...
Let me help you out there, IDubbbz. Hey, hey Europeans. Well, what's this? Like, we want to complain about people wearing fucking headscarves. What about Orthodox traditions? Orthodox headscarves? Well, what's going on here? Well, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh, what's going on here? Oh no, women wearing headscarves. Wait, but they're not Muslim. They're white. Oh my god. Wait, I don't know how to fucking process this. This is European culture that's doing this. Keep in mind that you can't go into certain Orthodox churches if you're a woman if you're not fucking wearing a headscarf. Like, that's a very common thing that fucking happens. But this is European culture. I thought are we trying to spread and normalize European culture? Maybe all the people that are wearing burqas and niqabs and stuff like that are actually celebrating European culture. And well, who knows? Do people understand just how fucking stupid this point is about like normalizing fucking European fucking culture? No, what this guy actually means is it's talking about fucking white culture, and it's supposed to be inherently fucking exclusionary. That's the point. It's fucking stupid, man.
This is performative. This would be like me dressing up in my full Scottish regalia and marching down the streets playing my bagpipe in India. It's like, that's not what it is at all. The immigrants going to your country of Scotland or wherever else, they're literally just trying to live. And you...
Wait, hold on. Look at these people. Look at these people wearing their hijabs. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Wait, they're also wearing headscarves and hijabs. Oh, no. But it's white people are not supposed to do that. I thought that... listen, I thought only the Muslims were the fucking sexually repressed backwards ones. Oh, what's going on here? It's almost as if this is a very common trend amongst Abrahamic religions. Fucking stupid, bro.
You interpreting their culture as like this exuberant display or them bringing the third world to your country is just ignorant. He says, I brought cultural enrichment back to European markets. I love this British market. He is...
Well, he's talking about this being in a fucking British market? Dude. Boy Meets Mini... Do we need to do the fucking meme? We all know about how many fucking Pakistanis live in fucking goddamn Britain because of, again, a little funny thing called the British Raj. A bunch of Pakistani is moved to England as indentured fucking servants. Effectively, slaves. Well, that's a little fucking interesting. Oh, it's almost as if a lot of this is a byproduct of imperialism and colonialism. Oh, no. Also, like, in, like, London, there's enclaves of fucking Pakistanis and fucking Indians. Because, again, you know, funny thing. Here, listen, really, really funny thing. It's called the British Raj. You know? This what a fucking big-ass thing. This shit right here. This shit right here. The British Raj. Did this, like, stupid fucking dumb fuck forget about this thing? Huh. Well, that's a little interesting.
Performing for these Indian people. It's very interesting to them. And instead of owning the fact that this is a great way to spread your culture and also get views online, he's deciding to bring this sort of disgusting xenophobic element to all of his content.
You hate your own country so much that you want this to replace it, but there's something seriously wrong with you. Follow me around the world if you want to spread European culture.
Because I think it's like it caught my attention. I'm sure it caught a lot of people's attention because of the contrast. You don't often see the little ginger kid in India playing his bagpipes.
My baby don't mess around.
They hate it, and I absolutely love it. Well, you don't know what they hate. It seems like they're very much interested in it. I mean, if you love it so much,
I think they just might be intrigued about why is there this fucking white man just like walking around talking about spreading European culture in just like a market. Because let's be honest here, let's keep it $1.50. They're probably just like, oh, huh, well, this is new, this is interesting, look at this guy playing his bagpipes, well, that's cool, huh, you know, changes my day up a little bit, maybe something to think about, interesting.
Then you might want to take up bagpiping culture because obviously it's being, overrun by immigrants. He's fighting for his culture. No. You think this guy's wearing this shit every day? He's putting on a show for you. That's what he's doing. He's not fighting for shit. His culture is probably wearing some blue jeans and eating a cheeky Nando's. That's probably his culture. And I don't blame him for it, right? That's closer to my culture. I brought cultural enrichment back to European markets. And you have people genuinely confused saying,
This is so fucking weird that he's saying this because he's in fucking India while he's doing this. So again, it's a misnomer. Okay, I guess farmers markets are a European thing only now or some shit. Like what the fuck is this? Markets, very, very common thing to only see in Europe. Probably have never been seen in, like, I don't know, Mesopotamia, in ancient Mesopotamia, in ancient Egypt, in ancient Greece, or anything like that, or ancient India, or China. There's never been any, like, markets where people just sell produce to people. That's the thing that never happens.
Is really somewhere in Europe? They don't know. So it's a double whammy. You can say that this is what Europe looks like, but then simultaneously you're not in fucking Europe. So you're fear-mongering, but you're actually also just lying to people. But you can say, oh, I'm not lying, I'm just being satirical. But is it really that satirical? It's not. What are you satirizing? The fact that immigrants exist in your country? Or is it the fact that too many immigrants exist in your country? Or is it the fact that a specific type of immigrant exists in your country? Because you need to be a lot less generally racist to be able to pull off satire. White race, heart emoji. Do this more, please. Show the world what white culture is.
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again.
He's also doing this disgusting AI content where it says Indian jumps into dirty water.
Some of the Indian studies actually are true.
Hey, Boy Meets Mini. Here's your, hey, India mention. Well, what's this?
It is AI, guys. Chill. And then you read the description and it says, I love Indians. Some of the friendliest, funniest, warmest people I met on my travels. Then you go to the comments and he likes the comment saying it's not AI. It is so cowardly, right? Because it is...
That's so fucking funny. He says it's AI and likes the comment saying it's not AI. Are you So then what is it, buddy? Like, again, the people who, like, conservatives who fucking talk about satirical content and fucking irony, like, these are the motherfuckers who kill irony, okay? Irony means fucking nothing to conservatives. It can be like just this completely amorphous blob that can mean 17 different things at a particular time, depending on the fucking context and the situation, right? Like, these people don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. Again, the only thing that they care about is xenophobic fucking nationalism. Also, I don't know why he's again, European markets, and he's walking around in India, because the concept of the market is a European-only fucking thing. It's fucking stupid.
One, not acknowledging that there is already so much racism towards Indians on the internet and in the country that you're coming from. It is perpetuating so many negative, awful stereotypes. And then you're using AI to fabricate something that didn't fucking happen, but many people will interpret as real. And then you go to his page and you realize all of his videos are basically about tearing down and shitting on Indians.
I really have to say that the people who genuinely think it's real, again, like, this is the broader sort of death of critical thinking and education. Mostly thanks to a lot of TikTok videos like this, right? Just like mind-numbing, stupid slop fucking content. And people just engaging in this. And also because of, well, the critical defunding of fucking education, right? Like, that's also another problem that contributes into this. Like, why are people unable to fucking critically think for themselves? Oh, fairly fucking obvious. They can't critically think for themselves because of the fact that education is fucking dead. Especially within fucking America. I don't know as much about Europe in terms of, like, educational attainment. That one I don't really know, to be honest. But if we're talking about America, education is dead. It's fucking dead. Critical thinking skills are just completely out of the fucking window. That shit's just a thing that doesn't fucking exist, broadly speaking. Like, nobody fucking critically thinks anymore. Not in America. Like, so they're able to fall for, like, the stupidest, most, like, lazy slop content, nonsense, and bullshit. And I don't know, should we just extend this concept to just, broadly speaking, like, any fucking, like, white country or some shit? Is this, like, the sort of, like, broader sort of byproduct of, like, austerity politics? Is austerity politics and poverty fucking dumbing down all these, like, stupid motherfuckers into being, like, just virulent dipshit fucking racists? I don't think that's, like, a ridiculous assertion to necessarily make. But, again, like, death of fucking critical thinking. I've talked about this before. Also, death of subjectivity also comes up here as well. A lot of people, because they've become such shut-ins and so socially stunted because of austerity politics, because of the fucking destruction of Keynesian fucking economics, which produced the most economically prosperous time in human history, all that getting fucking undone and more wealth being concentrated in the hands of fewer and fewer people, making it such that a lot of people are just not able to go out there, get themselves educated as well, because again, they are not able to pay for the education that they need in order to be successful, and broadly speaking, it makes them a lot fucking stupider as a byproduct, as a fucking consequence, because again, they can't just fucking go out there and get themselves educated, because that stuff's expensive, and they have to fucking work in order to be able to afford money just to pay fucking rent and get fucking food on the fucking table. It's a very, very big economic issue, but also, broadly speaking, a lot of these people just don't fucking understand how to live in someone else's fucking shoes. They can't fucking do it. Death of subjectivity.
Indian culture. And not really even propping up Scottish culture. It's more about saying that Scottish culture is European culture. Very bizarre.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing I also said, IDubbbz. Again, like, European fucking culture, yeah, because everyone in fucking Europe walks around in a fucking goddamn skirt playing the fucking bagpipes. Very, very common thing that happens all over fucking Europe.
We've heard from a South African, and we've heard from a Scottish. Now we're going to hear from a Canadian. I'm talking Mr. Nelk.
This might be very controversial. Actually, I can't say it. This is the way I'll say it. Tim Hortons, if I walk into a shawarma restaurant, I don't want to see a white person serving me. Does that make sense? Yeah, if I walk into a shawarma restaurant and I see a white
Whoa, we doing some white racism? That's fucking crazy. Yeah, the Nelk Boys, by the way, yeah, they're fucking Canadian. These complete fucking dipshit dumb fucks. These complete fucking utter morons. Yeah, they're fucking Canadian. Yeah, we made those guys. These fucking dude bro fucking dipshits. God, I fucking hate these guys so much. They're so fucking stupid. I really fucking despise them. But We doing a little bit of like anti-white fucking racism? That's crazy. I never would have thought such a thing could be possible.
person serving me, I don't want it. So you can figure out the other side. If I see a white person in there, I'm fucking out. And Tim Hortons, you can figure out the other side.
Listen, Mr. Jelk, it is still racist.
What do they mean by the other side? I've seen white people serving fucking Tim Hortons, you fucking moron. Like, what do you mean? The Tim Hortons that, like, I go to, that's, like, right by my fucking house, nothing but fucking Indian people. And they do a fine job. It's a fucking fast food service job. It's kind of hard to fuck that shit up. Like, do they sometimes take a little bit longer on their fucking orders? Sure, depending on how many people are in there, or sometimes you just forget. That happens. If you're working a retail service job, sometimes you just forget, or you get busy with some other stuff that someone else is supposed to do. And that happens. The quality of the food and service is still fine, because, again, like, I don't know, I haven't suffered any health hazards from eating it quite yet, so I guess it's good enough. Again, he's complaining about fucking fast food, for fuck's sake. Like, the sort of, like, stupidness of the fucking racism that's going on here is on another fucking level, because, again, it's fast food. That's what he's fucking complaining about. It's really fucking stupid.
When you're using white people as the example for you to make the racist statements. I want white people to be cooking their white people food and brown people to be cooking their brown people food. That's weird. We don't like that, all right? By the way, it's Tim Hortons, not Hortons.
Tim Hortons?
What the hell is that?
If I walk into a shawarma restaurant and I see a white person serving me, I don't want it. So you can figure out the other side.
This is the type of rhetoric you hear from conservative dads and grandfathers. Let's put it this way. Do I want a white guy making my kung pao chicken? No. Hell no, right? That's me saying, fuck you to the white guy. You know, it's not about race. You know, I don't want white people cooking, I don't know, tamales. You think if I go to Japan, they're just going to welcome me into the #1 sushi restaurant in the world? Probably not.
Here's the funny thing, like, and you also, like, the stupidest part about that fucking goddamn sort of, like, talking point is that there are people, white people, who get accepted into these particular restaurants because they trained and learned how to do it in, like, differing fucking courses throughout their whole life. Actually, perfect fucking example. Pippa Middlehurst, right? The was it dumpling? Pasta lady, right? The noodle lady. You know, with the whole, like, stupid noodle drama that fucking Keffels had, for example, right? She learned from a young age, she wanted to learn how to make fucking Chinese fucking noodles, went to schools in fucking China in order to learn how to fucking make noodles, and wrote a book about making fucking noodles, and then the left had a schizophrenic conniption about it. Because, I don't know, they soy out about China being a fucking actual socialist state. Which is really fucking stupid. But yeah, whoa, she's a white girl who wrote a book on cooking fucking noodles and does a good job at cooking fucking noodles because she trained, like, most of her life to learn how to fucking cook noodles and went to the appropriate schools to do that. It's really fucking stupid. Listen, that man Vosh is never learning how to make curry, okay? That's never fucking happening.
Probably not. And would you say that they're racist because of that? Probably not.
Not because he's racist, but because he's fucking lazy.
Probably not.
It's like if you walk into an Italian restaurant, you want Italian serving you.
I'm more Italian than any of these people.
Dude, back in the day, when I used to go to Tim Hortons every fucking day, I would get a bagel and cream cheese with everything, and they put the cream cheese on both sides. Now what they do is they take the scooper, and they fucking put it on one side, and they fucking clap it like this. It's bullshit.
That's a problem with company policy. Not with the people serving your fucking goddamn bagel, you fucking idiot. Like, what are you talking about? They are a fast food restaurant trying to make food as quickly as possible, so they're going to make the food as quickly as possible. That's how fast food works, you fucking moron. Yeah, like, honestly, unironic shrinkflation stuff. 100%, Alex.
You're describing this generally low-skill job as, like, some high cuisine. If someone fucks up half of your Tim Hortons order, it's still Tim Hortons.
What does chat think? My Canadians, back me up.
Unfortunately, for everyone who backed him up in chat, you are, I regret to inform you, racist.
Stupid.
It's gone downhill. And I want to rep Canada and I want to rep Tim Hortons, but, like, I don't really rep Tim Hortons like that no more.
We do not care, Dr. Jelk. You can take that repackaged boomer racism somewhere else, because we're not buying. This guy's my fucking age. Bagpipes seems a little bit younger, which
It's really funny that he put up the Netanyahu shit.
is even a little bit more troubling. And then the Conquest guy. They're my age, and I fucking look at them.
Yeah, I can't believe that Timbits taste like Timbits. Ah, fuck, dude. I can tell you right now, I've had Timbits. They don't taste any fucking different than they did years ago. Like, maybe the quality of the ingredients is, like, worse because of deregulation being done by the state that fast food restaurants take advantage of in order to make more profit. Again, the problem is the profit motive. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate that.
I'm like, you fuckers are traveling to different countries. You need to be the change. You can be a bro and not be racist. You can make a beer company and not be racist. It's totally possible. In closing, I want to speak to all of the people who buy into this rhetoric. There's nothing to fear. You know, people in other countries are just humans living their lives, trying to exist. And when they go to your country, they're also just trying to exist. And it's not a fight. It's not a war for whose culture is going to win out. It's going to be a mixture of cultures. You're going to have to deal with the fact that a mosque was erected in your city. Oh no, well guess what? You don't have to go to the mosque. It's not a crime for it to be in your line of sight.
Well, listen, unless your name is fucking Kershey and you're complaining about like stupid little the little black stick figures replacing the little white ones or some stupid shit like that. So fucking stupid. But yeah, broadly speaking, like with the points that IDubbbz is saying here, again, all of these fucking goddamn white Western countries want migrants to come in so they can have an exploited labor force that they can take advantage of to do menial tasks for them. Like that's literally the point. It's a story as old as time itself. Very, very stupid.
Before I go, I want to bring your guys' attention to some lawsuits that recently dropped. Frogan, Denims, and Casey Tron have all been sued, and they are trying to fight this.
Ethan, wake up!
Off. I really believe in their cases, and I think it's important to either set a precedent or send a message that just because you're fucking rich and powerful doesn't mean that you can bully people on the internet, doesn't mean you can bully women, minorities, or fucking people who are poorer than you. And I think it would be good if they can continue to fight this off. So I'm going to put the links to their GoFundMes down below. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this episode of IDubbbz Complains. I will see you next time when I swing the candelabra.
How many 18?
Well, that's interesting that he fucking decided to sneak that in at the end. A little jab at fucking Ethan. He's going to have a great time fucking talking about this stuff. Like, who's ready for Ethan to make, like, I don't know, some, like, schizo 10-minute segment out of it and to have, like, monetizable, I don't know, rights on that fucking video that he's gonna, like, cut out of his fucking stupid dumbass podcast and just have, like, I don't know, a schizophrenic conniption about it or some shit. Whatever.
To 25-year-old farm-raised Amish dudes would it take fighting together on the same team to bring down one of those great big huge biggest of the big muscled up
Hola, idubbernotitos. Bienvenidos de nuevo a IDubbbz se queja. IDubbbz se queja.
I don't think there's really much else to say besides, whoa, these people are dumb fucking racists. The point is the fucking racism, and they're just really, really fucking stupid, dumbass fucking motherfuckers who, I don't know, just want to push a particular fucking agenda. And you are exactly right, Boy Meets Minnie. This is like the Jimmy the Giant video that we looked over in the past. Man, that was fucking long ago. Jesus fucking Christ. But again, the point of this is not about, like, you know, talking about problems with, like, economics or austerity, because that's the actual fucking issue there. It's more about just, I don't know, having a racist, schizophrenic conniption about migrants. That's the point. They are just mad about migrants fucking existing, and they just want to do everything possible to make their lives worse. For what reason exactly? I don't fucking know. Because they're just stupid, dumb fucking racists who have no idea how to fucking critically think for themselves. That part of their brain is fucking dead, along with whatever sort of like subjective sort of thinking ability that they used to fucking possess. All these people are just also stupid, dumb fucking grifters who just want to do this for fucking money because they see that there's a market for it. Again, like I said before, they just want to make a bunch of fucking money. It's all about fucking economics. It always has been all about fucking economics. Don't think there's really much else to say besides that.